Hey guys, I got a new video for you today, and we're going to be taking a look at a very interesting knife. Now, I say interesting not because of the knife itself, but also because of what it ended up being. And what I mean by that is, this is a knife that is a collaboration between Core Essentials, yes, the guys that make the belts. You've seen them on my channel before. I use them on a daily basis. I love Core Essential belts. But they partnered with Toor knives, and they came out with this knife here, which is called the Chasm. Now, at first, I was a little skeptical on this knife. The reason for it is because Core Essentials is known for their belts. They also do sunglasses, which are really awesome. But a lot of times when companies are really good at one thing and they try their hands on other things, they don't end up doing the best. And so that's why I was a little skeptical. But I have to tell you that I was pleasantly surprised with this knife. Core Essentials did an awesome job, especially combining their efforts with Toor knives to come out with this knife here that it's a really awesome knife. So they were gracious enough to send it over so I can check it out. I've been working with them on their belts. I saw the knife on the site and I asked them if they would send it because I was pretty intrigued by it, and they went ahead and did that. And here is the packaging. So as you can see, it's called the Chasm. It's by Core Essentials and Toor knives, and it is made in the USA. So let's go ahead and take a look at the knife inside of the box here. So it does come in this little felt bag, and besides that, I actually received this sticker as well, which is really cool. So obviously it's got the two company names on there, so Core and then Toor. It says San Diego, California, so really, really awesome sticker here. So I'm glad that that was included in there. And then here you have this little bag here, and it is also inside of this kind of protective baggie here, and here is the knife itself. Now, the first thing that I really, really like about this knife is the size. I tend to gravitate towards smaller size knives. They are better for EDC carry as far as the way I carry my EDC. And I was so glad that this knife came in the dimensions that it did. So first things first, this knife is available in two different options. You have a carbon fiber option, which is the one here, and then you also have an OD green option. I opted for the carbon fiber. I thought that it kind of looked a little bit nicer with the hardware and the blade and all that. So this is the one that I opted for. And I can tell you that it is real carbon fiber. It's not peel ply or anything like that. It feels really awesome. There is some texturing to the carbon fiber itself, which feels really, really nice in the hand. Now, this is obviously marketed as an EDC knife, and I think for what you're getting, this is right up there with something that you would definitely love carrying on a regular daily basis. Now, besides the carbon fiber scale on this side, you also have a titanium scale on the other side. And not just the scale, but the clip and the hardware is also titanium, which is really, really nice. This pocket clip looks really, really cool. It's got a really awesome design, and it is a deep right clip. Again, kind of segmenting itself into that EDC carry option, which is really nice. You get a couple of standoffs in the back there, and it is a flow-through design. So, it's going to be very easy to keep clean, and, get any gunk or anything like that that might build up there. No lanyard hole on this. That was the only thing that I almost wish they would have thrown a lanyard hole, because this knife, because of the size and just the look and overall materials and all that, it almost screams to have a nice kind of ornamental lanyard put on it. You could probably put one off of the standoff in the back here if you wanted to, but a dedicated hole might be a nice addition, maybe in a future model or something like that. You do have a pair of thumb studs here, so you can go ahead and deploy that blade, and it is a tip-up carry, obviously with that deep right clip. Only right side though, but you do have dual thumb studs on there. So let's go ahead and deploy the blade. The blade flies out very, very nicely. Lockup is extremely tight, and the knife came razor, razor sharp from the factory, which you would expect. Onto the blade. Check out that blade. Really awesome tanto profile to that blade. It comes to a very acute tip right there, so if you need to do any piercing or anything like that in your regular EDC tasks, this knife will be able to handle that. But it is a nice thick stock, so it's not going to be, you don't have to shy away from little heavier tasks especially with a utilitarian blade like a Tanto blade here. You basically get two tips on here that you can use for different things. So again, for piercing, and then for cutting, that other tip will be perfect for that. As you saw there, the thumb stud was really, really easy to deploy the blade. You do have a little bit of jimping right at the top there. Your thumb locks right in there. And let me tell you, for my hands, I have large size hands. That's why I wear a large size glove. It fits perfectly. I get a full 4-finger purchase right on the handle there. My thumb locks up there, so it is, you know, ready to go. It is not going anywhere, and I do love the way that feels in the hand, especially like I mentioned, for EDC purposes. This is a knife that I would probably be gravitating to more and more as I continue to use it. On the blade here, you do have the Toor Knives logo right on this side here, etched into the blade. And then on the other side, you do have the Core for Core Essentials logo etched into that side, which is really, really nice. As far as the blade, this is CPM 154 steel, so perfect for EDC purposes. It's going to hold an edge very, very nicely, and again, it sharpens up to a razor sharp edge as you have on this one here. You do have bronze washers, which provide that you can have a smooth opening if you wanted to, or, you know, if you wanted to go ahead once it's broken in a little bit more, as you see here, you can flick it right out and it flies out very, very nicely. Obviously, this is a frame lock on the side right here with the carbon fiber. Lock up, again, it is very, very sturdy, nice and rock solid, but very easy to disengage that lock and close the knife itself. Give you a couple of dimensions on it. So you do have a blade length of 3.25 inches. I think it's perfect for majority of EDC tasks. Not too big, not too small. It's going to be able to handle pretty much anything you throw at it. You have an overall length of 7.25 inches, and then the handle is actually 4 inches in length. It is coming in at 3.4 ounces, so very, very lightweight, and that is due to the carbon fiber scale and then obviously the titanium scale, both lightening up the weight of the knife itself. Again, a CPM 154 steel on that blade, razor sharp, perfect for all of your EDC tasks. As far as I'm reading some of the information off of their site, so you do have torque screws on the hardware here. They're size 8, so very easy to take apart. You basically have 3 screws, so you have the pivot screw and then the 2 standoffs in the back here, which holds everything together, but it is a nice flow-through design, so very easy to clean, so you don't have to you know, taking it apart that often. Again, I love the size. Here it is in my hand, as you guys can see there, and then obviously because you do have that deep, bright clip, it's gonna, you know, basically go right into your pocket. It slides right out very nicely. It deploys very nicely, and you can use it for pretty much any task that you would definitely need an EDC knife for. I think this particular one is a great option. So I think Core Essentials partnering with Toor Knives to come out with the Chasm here is a great addition to their lineup. Again, as I mentioned, I was a little skeptical at first because, you know, if you have these companies that are really good at one thing and they try their hands on other things, you know, sometimes they tend to let me down. But Core Essentials has been a company that has been able to kind of power through the different things. So as I mentioned, they have the belts, they have the glasses, and now they have the knives, and then they actually have one more product that I will be showcasing in another video that have shown me that they're making some really awesome decisions with their all the different accessories and items that they're coming out with, and again, partnering with a company like Toor Knives that's known for really awesome knives was definitely the way to go. So I wanted to go ahead and showcase this knife to you because I think it's one that maybe not a lot of people are aware of that is out there. This to me is a great meld between tactical and gentleman's carry. I would, you know, feel very comfortable carrying it in either one of those situations. This will slide into a suit pant pocket very nicely, and I can, you know, go ahead and deploy it and use it, you know, whenever I need it. And then if I, you know, want to go ahead and, you know, throw it into my cargo shorts or into my jeans or something like that, I wouldn't feel any worse doing that with it because I think it's going to handle pretty much anything that I throw at it. So again, this is the Chasm Tango knife from Core Essentials in partnership with Toor knives. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Thanks.